35.
Let's go.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Double time. Hey. We got three. Three down. My 52.
Running it, Washington. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Focus, defense, focus. Yeah. Reset. Check three. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Sapp. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-man. Check curls. Check. Greystone, travel. Hey, Alpha. Five.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise. To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So that'll back him up 5. Now for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 25. Check 25.
They run with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Good job.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
We got 25.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Hey, high 7. Ready.
Now back to throw. He's got a man, complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
61, match box, right.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Henderson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Ready, 15, Lonnie, 15 line.
Man.
Yep.
Man, I got you. Check.
Hey, Sam on. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Sapp. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming.
Look, squeeze.
He's coming. Double up.
Yo, go. Yo, faster. Now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
80 weapon. Hey, Charlie. Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
So we got man.
Hurry.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Protein spill.
Tight down. There you go.
You're out. Bravo.
No.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Round 7, Jets nothing.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Four down. Hey, check.
X3. 218. Chop.
On first, here's Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 99.
Pilot. 64. Weak.
Pick the edge.
On second down now, it's Washington. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Get it. You ain't doing nothing today.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Mike, 50.
Second and 10. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
Man up, D. Man up.
Hey, Zoo.
52 by 52. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Zoo.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Don't get nervous. Watch the eye.
Go. Please grip.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that deep defense right there. Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
14. Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Single. Watch it.
Here's Taylor. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
I think they might have surprised them there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Hey, let's get there. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Too little, Duck. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Smell fear in that offense.
They'll set up to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. At 25 to Mike. We're going to
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Single, slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Yeah. Mike, 4. It's going to be a long.
They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Mike 52. Bring it. Bring it.
2nd and 6. He's got Smith here. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Go on, go on.
On first down, Sapp. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Jets 10-yard line.
Like 52 right here. 52. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, watch it, watch it.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Shit.
Yes, yes. Let go.
On second down, Washington. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Johnson jostles free.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Ready? 60 or.
Check 53's Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check your hot read.
Greystone, travel.
Switch. Check. Crunch.
Smooth. Go.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Check 53. It's been a long day for you. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, man.
Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Yep.
Check.
5.
Now Washington. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 15. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
22. Jet. Bama. Mike 4.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his man. That's Butler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, New York.
Watch left. Watch left. Watch left.
They'll run with Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check 37. Check 37. That's it. Mike 4. Go. Go. Mike 4. Mike 4. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mike 4. Mike 4. Tackle.
2nd and 2. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Touchdown, New York. Greg Joseph on for the extra.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Right back to Washington. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the double.
Get your swerve on. He's coming. He's coming.
Hard. Spine. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 4. Come on. Mike 4. Mike 4.
Second and 5. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Taylor, and an alley to run. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Check 3, check 3.
The give to Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
For 70, Indy.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Slam.
61, matchbox lights.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hey, wahoo!
52.
Now.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Double time. 3 down, 3 down. Check. Shoot.
Now. Let's go.
On third down, here's Washington. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, New York.
Mike 4, come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike 4. Man, I got you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready up.
52, Mike 52.
Hey, exit.
Watch tight end. 3 down. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. You better bring it.
Now back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with them. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Switch it.
There. Hey. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yes.
Washington gets it going right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run with Washington. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said,
"That's caught inside the 20." And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards.
And the Jets first down.
Mike 4.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point up and good, and that will get them one closer. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
On the ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's McKinney. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Yo, go! Move! Go!
They'll run on first down. Washington. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the slant. Check, 53.
Hey, Delta.
Check, 53's Mike.
Hey!
Watch the screen. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Let's go heavy.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper! Hey, Echo!
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Pilot, 64, weak.
The handoff right side, it's Washington. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
59. Mike's 59.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, high 7. Good.
Mike, check. 59. Stop.
Get it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Watch 7.
5.
On 2nd down, it's Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready, set.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
General West.
Alert 3.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike 5'9".
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And this is taken in at the 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different